was a paralegal at a large immigration law firm before I went to law school and became an attorney myself. And when I was at that firm, one of the managing partners was very active and had a lot of pro bono cases. And he invited me to work on one as his paralegal. And that case was an asylum case for a very large family from Angola. And it was unlike anything I'd ever done. It was a very long case. It was difficult. There were obviously a lot of emotions because it was an asylum case. This was back long before I ever knew what vicarious trauma was. So there were a lot of challenges, but in the end, the family was approved for asylum. It was obviously the perfect result, and it was extremely gratifying. So I was hooked after that. I don't approach pro bono work asking what's in it for me or what I can get out of it. Rather, I like to think that if someone has a special skill and that can help someone in need, it's like, why not? Why wouldn't you do it? I also I'd like to think that if I were in a position, if the tables were turned and I needed someone with expertise to help me in some sort of urgent problem I had, I could rely on someone to do that. It's also really gratifying for everyone on the team. Now that I'm in the position of an attorney and I have a paralegal working under me, my paralegal really enjoys doing this work and assisting on these cases. It's a little bit different from the case types that we normally work on. It keeps the docket interesting to the point where we actually have 2 dedicated docket spots just for pro bono work 24/7 now. I would have to say that the most rewarding pro bono case I ever worked on was successfully stopping the removal and getting a grant of asylum for a survivor of the Burundian genocide. It was a really hard case. It was something that I worked on for years, and it was a lot more challenging and demanding than I expected it would be. The judge in that case actually thanked me for taking the case on pro bono and encouraged me to keep doing that type of work. So coming on the heels of a big win, it was surreal. I'd have to say that I'm in good company when I tell you that up until pretty recently, I've been putting in hundreds of hours on humanitarian parole applications for people from Afghanistan. And I have to say that the group of lawyers working on these cases they're some of the best and most dedicated attorneys and advocates that I've ever worked with. It's hard work, and it's just an incredible group. Outside of this current project, I'd have to say that my favorite type of pro bono case is naturalization. I really love helping people go through every piece of it, from completing the forms to studying for the different portions of the exam to attending the interview and eventually receiving a picture from a thrilled new American citizen. It's really gratifying. First, always keep the client centered. Pro bono work isn't about you, it's about them. So their needs, their motivations, their past, that's all going to be more important than where you are in this, right? Keeping them centered is the most important thing. Second, I would say that sometimes you just have to go for it. I know that's, as attorneys in immigration law, we're usually working a niche within a niche, and we're a little bit cautious to go out from there, to branch out. Sometimes you need to just go for it in order to fill a need.